there was a lot of news going on, but it seems like the Sheamus overhang is still something very important in the minds of a lot of people, because I really strongly believe that even though Sheamus's agent is kind of working everybody on Twitter and stuff, saying that Tony Khan needs to unblock him and every other silly thing that's going on there, I really think that that's where he's going to show up. And if anything, I'm expecting Sheamus to perhaps show up in All In at Wembley.
Oh, would that be too soon, though? Is it not?
Does TKO even care about the 90 days anymore? Like,
I know, that's a good point.
I mean, that was a Vince thing. Vince got all hurt about those things. TKO's like, we don't fucking care. Who are we fighting with? The Cheese Whiz Company? Yeah, fuck out of here. Whatever. You know.
I think to myself, though, is they're going to do the Wembley thing. It's more than likely going to be New Day. That seems like...
Yeah, that's
I'm not saying TNA is not above... TNA, Freudian slip. AEW is not above debuting 5 fucking wrestlers on one night. They're not above that. But I can see them doing that and having it be, that's what happens at Wembley. And then that next Wednesday, you know, what's Sheamus O'Shaughnessy doing in the AEW zone?
Right. Yeah.
You know?
SOS.
Right. I can see that becoming a thing.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, it makes me laugh because everybody goes, well, you know, the New Day is going to show up there and they can have matches with the Young Bucks. And it's like, oh, hooray. And that seems to be, yeah, woo, oh, Young Bucks, oh, great.
Can we just have the New Day lose to Seth for a few months? Like, that'd be fine.
Yeah, right.
Fuck.
Can you picture just somebody, who's the person that's sitting on the couch, right? And then the music hit, the lights go out on a Young Bucks promo, and then the New Day standing in the ring, right? Because obviously the lights got to go out and then come back on.
Sure.
And they stand up from their couch and they go, yeah, fuck yeah, yeah, the Young Bucks and New Day, yeah. Can you imagine that fucking person?
Well,
in 2026?
It's not even just that. Even if you had younger Bucks, like what are you doing with this feud? Like, what can you possibly do with this feud?
The same thing they did with FTR. They'll just trade wins for fucking 2-3 years. That's all it will be. And we'll see Kofi Kingston fall on some thumbtacks, probably. Get super kicked with a thumbtack shoe. It's like, I don't fucking... the morbid curiosity...
You know what? Street Fighter says that people actually enjoy the Young Bucks matches. Like, that's an actual thing. The same way that people enjoy singing along with Seth's entrance. It's a novelty. Yeah. It's not something that they're going to go home and dream about and think, man, what an amazing match that old young Matt and Trey put on out there, you know, like Matt and Trey. Nobody's thinking that. Like, Young Bucks matches in 2026 are like a flashback episode of when, you know, wrestling was fun. That's what it is.
Yeah. From a decade ago with the indies and when it was hot for 30 seconds. Like,
right.
Dude, we got to remember, as, you know, obviously the trends are going to hit us a little bit later because we're fucking grown-ups, right? And somebody's probably already going to hear me say this and go, well, this has already moved past internet trends or whatever. But I remember a couple months ago where the big thing was, it's 2016. Like, the kids online were like, we're nostalgic for 2016. The world in the past, in the distant.
We were already 6 years into our show and sick of it.
Correct. Yeah. We were already making fun. Yeah, we were fucking making fun of TNA pay-per-views at that point.
Oh, my God, dude.
Yeah, but like, that's like 2016. I was seeing shit where it was like, we're putting 2016 filters on our photographs. I'm like, 2016? Like, remember the history of that? And I'm like,
dude, I sell shit. Look, I know, total segue. I sell shit that's from 2006, and I have to put vintage on it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, ugh.
And you're saying, whoa, look at this. This is vintage. But then you also realize that, Mish, right around that time is when the Young Bucks were doing PWG.
Yeah, that's true. Super Dragon.
All right.
Yeah.
That's how long ago this shit has been going on for. And it's the same fucking thing.
It is.
It's the same thing. I still remain in some sort of state of shock and confusion. And it may actually make me think that prayer has some value. That the Young Bucks are never hurt. How are these guys never hurt? They've been doing stupid fucking shit to themselves for 20 years.
They're not John Moxley, Joe. Come on.
No, but there's a...
They're not Darby Allin. Come on.
Flips to the outside and landing on their ass in the fucking concrete and doing stupid stuff.
Are you trying to tell me that Jesus has come down from heaven to protect Matt and Trey Parker?
Maybe that's maybe that's it. Maybe that's what it is. Like I said, maybe there's something to that. I don't know. Because how are these fucking guys never, ever hurt? Big E had a whole career, got injured and left, and the Young Bucks are still going.
Well, I mean, who does Big E worship? Maybe we should... Maybe we need to find out which demon or god that Big E bows to, and avoid that one. You know,
Big E's sitting there with his sitting in the back with his trombone and fucking unicorn horn on his head, and he's just like, "I want to thank Paul before we have this match." We have this match. Shout out to all the demons in hell.
I'm looking at
Rich Holland,
sixth layer.
Rich Holland went to throw him, and Jesus smacked him out of the air like Dikembe Mutombo.
Oh,
that's what happened.
By the spine.
Said, enough of this demon being allowed to wrestle. Yeah, no, it makes no fucking sense. I know. It's the dream match, nostalgia. That's crazy.
Well,
I never thought I'd see this happen, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know if this is true, but I've heard this, that, people born in the South have more rubbery skeletons because of all the inbreeding.
Well, they're from come on, dude. They're from California.
Oh, they're from the south of California. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're like weird Mormon people or whatever. I don't know what they are, but they just enough already. Like I said, it's funny to me to imagine going, oh, I can't. Why would they want a Sheamus in there? I don't even give a shit about 99% of the AEW roster, and I can think of 5 matches without even trying, that I go, Sheamus would have a good match with that person.
Sure.
He'd have a good match with Swerve. He'd have a fucking good match with MJF. Dare I even say he might be able to drag a decent match out of the fucking shithead cowboy.
I think Darby and Sheamus could have a good match where Darby falls off of things and Sheamus watches.
Yeah, I think that Sheamus could remind Darby that at one point he was capable of wrestling.
Well, that would be the funny thing, too, is Darby does all this shit. He sets up barbed wire flatboards in the corner. He gets a table out and he puts some thumbtack spikes on it. He lights it on fire. And he comes up to Sheamus and Sheamus just punches him in the fucking mouth and drops him right there.
He just gives him a clubbing forearm to the back.
Just one fucking punch drops him, ends the match.
Yeah, no, and honestly, like Street Fighter put that in there, too. Him and a younger guy like Brody King. He could teach a guy like Brody King. Remember when we were saying Big Show's got nobody that he
But you forget, Joe, the young guys don't listen to the old guys in AEW.
That's true.
So, I mean, you're at this catch-22. Yeah, you want to bring in this guy who still has a lot left to give. And if he can't do it physically, he sure can do it through experience and wisdom. Oh, but nobody wants to listen to him because he's a WWE guy and he happens to be older. Fantastic. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Well, this is how we know that this shit's going to ever get better. By the way, I will say, after I didn't see the match that MJF had last night with Kenny Omega. I can't give a slight fuck. I know exactly what the thing's going to be. But At this point, is MJF so revered and put on a pedestal just due to the fact that he's probably the only person in AEW that found a way to get a little bit better every year, in spite of nobody else fucking
I don't even think that's
ever improving?
I think he just gets notoriety. I think MJF is the one guy besides Tony Khan that his name gets thrown around everywhere. If you seriously look, Joe, we've gone at least 30 minutes now talking about the show, and we haven't stopped once to talk about the fact that Jungle Jack Perry has officially re-signed with AEW.
Oh, that. He was holding out on that. I thought they were pulling a Mitch McConnell with him and just. I mean, I know the kid's brain dead, but I thought that's what they were doing. Like, they're just going to wait out his contract, have us think that he doesn't wrestle there anymore. Yeah, no, thank fucking God that Jungle Boy's back there. I'm sure
that's
he's
what I'm saying. Is like nobody gives a shit. They've been pushing this for weeks. Like, I think it's an AEW push. It's obviously Meltzer putting it out in the ether too. But like for weeks, it's like, oh, is Jungle Boy gonna sign? Of course he is. Where the fuck else is he gonna go?
Right.
What is he gonna do? Act? He can't fucking act in AEW. You want to put him on a screen?
He has no. The kid has like no personality. He's 5'6". Yeah, where the fuck is he going? That is amazing to think about. It's quite literally just the most fucking bottom of the barrel. It's like when you see the shit come up on your Instagram feed of somebody who's on like the practice squad for your team, and they're like, "Best wishes to this guy." You're like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Right.
Like, where's? Like, well, don't worry, man. He's going to get picked up by this person. It's like, no, he's probably not. He's probably going to work at the fucking Honda dealership. That's not where he's going. Like, and maybe he'll end up on a practice squad somewhere else. But yeah, you're right. Like, where the fuck is Jungle Boy going? If he's like, I'm going to hold out with AEW. Where? Well, who's taking him?
No one.
No one.
What's he do? Show up and be the biggest small guy in TNA? Like, look, dude, it's just, but that's what I'm saying. When you bring up AEW, and I mean, people could talk about how famous Will Ospreay is, and maybe John Moxley, but I really think that when AEW comes up in casual conversation, it's only Tony Khan and MJF. That's it.
Yeah.
And I don't think MJF is getting better. I just think his name is notorious. No, notoriety, sorry.